Welcome to all the new students. Congratulations on your admission to the Graduate School of Sejong University. This video will cover the essential steps you need to take to earn your degree. Today's orientation will proceed in the following order. Shall we start with the essential information every freshman should know? First, the start date of the spring 2025 semester is March 4th. Right after that, the period for confirmation and change of registered courses begins. I assume that everyone watching this video has already completed course registration. If you want to change your registered courses, you can do so through the Academic Information System from March 5th to March 10th. The Academic Information System is also called the portal. Lastly, as a student, you'll need a student ID card. Check the graduate school website in mid-March for related announcements and follow the instructions in the notice to apply. Next, let me explain about the graduate school website. Separate from the main Sejong University website, the graduate school has its own dedicated site. Be aware that all important announcements are first posted on the graduate school website's notice board. Since the graduate school doesn't send individual notifications for every event or deadline, you must take responsibility for keeping track of important academic schedules yourself. The notice board is located under Information in the top menu. The notice board tab is the area you should check most frequently among the three tabs. Among the many posts, the ones with the notice icon on the left are for ongoing schedules. Make sure to check them regularly. Now, let's take a look at the academic calendar menu. It is located under the academic information section in the top menu, and you can view the entire schedule for the academic year in advance. If you miss the deadline for registration or returning from a leave of absence, you could be expelled. So, it's really important to keep track of those deadlines. Next, let's take a look at the Sejong University portal. You've probably accessed it at least once when you registered for classes. Most important academic-related applications are done through the portal, and we have Sejong University app here. Since your mobile student ID is available through this app, I recommend you download it. You'll need the mobile student ID to enter the library and buildings during evening hours. Please note that the general announcements on the app are for undergraduates, not for graduate students. So please make sure to check the announcements on the graduate school website. Next, let's look at how to find your student ID number. Most of you probably already know your student ID, but here's how to find it just in case you've forgotten. Go to the Sejong University portal and click on Find ID, and enter your full name and the 6 digits of your date of birth. After entering the required information and clicking Next, you'll see options to get your ID through your phone or email. You'll get a verification code by text or email, and once you enter that, you'll be able to see your student ID number. After you find your student ID, remember that your initial portal password is your full date of birth in an 8-digit format. Now, let's move on how to find the location and contact information of your department office. On the graduate school website, go to the top menu and click on Departments. You'll see different divisions listed there. Click on your division, and the related departments will show up on the right. Once you find your department, click on it to go to its dedicated page. You'll see the location and telephone number for your department office. If your department has its own website, there will be a black button on the screen. If it doesn't, then no button will show up. Now, let's go over how to find your department's academic regulations. Just like before, go to your department's page and click on the third tab labeled Academic Regulations. Here, you can find all the details about your department's specific requirements. Since the university's general academic rules can't cover every single detail for each department, graduation requirements and other important specifics are clearly listed in the department regulations. So, make sure to read through them carefully. If you have any questions or something isn't clear, don't hesitate to contact your department office. Alright, we've looked through the website quite a bit now. But you might still have some general questions about life as a graduate student. In that case, check out the FAQ section, where we've gathered the most common questions from your senior students. Next, let's talk about scholarships. First, keep in mind that scholarships are only available during term of study. The term of study might be new to you. To put it simply, it's the required registration period for your program. Scholarships are only available during these periods. If you meet the requirements when you first enter the program, you'll receive the scholarship until the end of the term of study. However, if you meet the requirements after you've already started your studies, the scholarship won't be given. For more detailed information, check out the scholarships section on the graduate school website. There, you'll find details about the types of scholarships, eligibility, and coverage. If you're interested, make sure to check it out. Alright, now let's look at the process from admission to graduation. First up, let's talk about courses. To attend classes, you'll need to register for courses. You've probably already completed this step, right? Course registration happens at the end of the month before each semester begins. You can change your course selections during the first week of the semester, and course withdrawal is allowed at the end of the first month. For the exact dates, check the academic calendar or notices on the website. You'll register for courses through the portal under the Classes Grades menu. Now, let's look at the credit requirements per program for completion. You need to get 24 credits for master's program, 36 credits for doctoral program, and 45 credits for combined master's doctoral program. But there's an exception. If you're in the film art department, you'll need to get 36 credits even if you're in the master's program. Let's go over the number of credits you need to register for each semester. For all programs, you must take at least 6 credits per semester. The maximum number of credits you can take each semester depends on your program. For master's program, it's up to 9 credits. For doctoral program, it's up to 12 credits. And for combined master's doctoral program, it's up to 9 credits. Another exception is when your remaining credits are less than 6. In this case, you don't have to meet the 6 credit minimum. For example, if you only have 3 credits left to graduate, you can just take those 3 credits. Now, let's talk about prerequisite courses and the types of courses you can take. First, check if you have any prerequisite courses. How? Just ask your department office. Next, let's go over the courses you're allowed to take. You can take courses from other departments, programs, and even undergraduate courses, since we have a flexible academic structure. But there are some limitations. Only master's and combined master's and doctoral students can take undergraduate courses. You can take up to 3 credits per semester of undergraduate courses, with a maximum of 6 credits in total. If you're in the combined master's and doctoral program, you are allowed to take these before your 4th semester, and doctoral students cannot take undergraduate courses. Alright, let's go over course withdrawal. This semester's withdrawal period is from March 26th to March 28th. There are a few things you need to keep in mind when withdrawing from a course. First, after withdrawing, you must have at least 3 credits remaining. Second, if you don't have any remaining credits, you can't withdraw from the course. Lastly, you can't replace a withdrawn course with another one. Next, let's talk about retaking courses. You can only retake a course if you received a grade of C+ or lower. If you do retake a course, the previous grade will disappear, and only the new grade will be recorded. So, how do you apply for a retake? You'll need to submit a course retake application to the graduate school office during the course registration period. Let's move on to the last part about course evaluations. This semester's evaluation period is from June 9th to June 30th. It's really important to complete the evaluation during this period because you won't be able to check your final grades unless you do. Next, let's talk about the qualifying exam. Let me first explain the completion requirements for the Korean language program at the Center for International Education. This program is for international students in the bilingual track who were admitted without an official language proficiency score. To complete the program, you need to finish 2 semesters of the Korean language course within 1 year of admission. For the short-term track, you must complete 1 semester within 6 months of admission. If you obtain topic level 3 or level 2 for arts and physical education students during your first semester, you can shorten the required semesters to just 1. However, for the short-term track students, this reduction is not allowed. The academic schedule for the Korean language program includes regular sessions in spring, summer, fall, and winter, as well as online sessions in summer and winter. Please check the announcements for the detailed schedule. There are 2 types of qualifying exams, and the first one is the foreign language exam. This semester's application period for foreign language exam is from March 10th to March 14th. To apply, you can either submit documents that meet the passing criteria or apply for the English substitute course at the Center for International Education. Now, let's move on to the second qualifying exam, the comprehensive exam. The application period for this semester is from March 31st to April 4th. However, new students, you're not yet at the stage to apply for the comprehensive exam. As you see in the eligibility, each program has conditions like required semesters, credits, and grades that need to be met. So, just remember to apply later. The subjects for the comprehensive exam vary by department and are outlined in the department's academic regulations. Now you see why it's so important to check your department's academic regulations, right? After watching this video, make sure to check your department's academic regulations. It may vary depending on the department regulations, but for the master's program, you must take and pass at least 2 subjects. For the doctoral and combined master's doctoral programs, you must take and pass at least 3 subjects. The subjects for the comprehensive exam are usually set by your department's academic regulations, so make sure to check them. Also, there are ways to be exempt from the exam, and you can find the specific criteria in the announcements. Now, let's talk about your thesis. Since this is the final step, only those who have completed all the previous requirements are eligible. Let's go through them one by one. First, you must have earned all the required credits for your degree, or be able to earn them by the end of semester of concerned year. Second, you must have passed the first qualifying exam, the foreign language exam. Third, you must have passed the second qualifying exam, the comprehensive exam. Fourth, if your department has assigned prerequisite courses, you must have completed them. Fifth, you must meet any additional requirements specified in your department's regulations. You can find the thesis defense procedure in the table here and on the next slide. This information is available under the thesis section in the academic information menu on the website. As you can see, the required documents and submission process differ by stage, so be sure to check the announcements carefully. To find past announcements, search for thesis in the announcements menu. Now, let's talk about the term of study, term of enrollment, and term of graduation. We briefly mentioned these earlier, but since they might be unfamiliar, let's go over their definitions. First, the term of study refers to the required registration period for completing a regular academic program. Even if you finish all your coursework early, you must remain officially enrolled for the full term of study. Next, the term of enrollment is the maximum period allowed to complete your coursework. In other words, you must earn all required credits within this period. If you exceed this limit, you will be expelled according to university regulations. Lastly, let's talk about the term of graduation. This is the period from your admission until you successfully pass your thesis, defense, and earn your degree. If you exceed this period, you will be classified as permanent completion, meaning you will no longer be eligible to submit a thesis. So, make sure to complete your thesis within this time frame. Now let's see the term of study, enrollment, and graduation for each program. To clarify again, the term of study is the required registration period. During the term of enrollment, you must complete the program. Lastly, the term of graduation is when you need to pass your thesis. Also, remember that if you take a leave of absence, the duration will be extended by the time you take off. Now, let's talk about completion and graduation. To complete your program, you need to meet 4 requirements. You must be registered for the entire term of study and earn all required credits. Also, your GPA must be at least 3.0. And if you have prerequisite courses, you must complete them. Once you meet all these conditions, you'll be completed status at the end of the semester. After completion, you'll still need to prepare for qualifying exams and your thesis, which means you must pay the research registration fee every semester during the tuition payment period. However, if you plan to pause your studies after completion, you must apply for a semester leave after course completion. If you don't, the research registration fee will keep accumulating every semester. Now, let's move on to the graduation. To receive your degree, you must complete your program, pass both qualifying exams, the foreign language exam, and the comprehensive exam. Also, you must submit and pass your thesis. And you should receive final approval for your printed thesis. Once you check off all these boxes, congratulations! You've officially earned your degree. This is the end of our orientation. Thank you all for staying with us through this session, and once again, congratulations on your admission.